Hello, hello, hello. Well, I will invite you to subscribe to this video. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment your thoughts and what do you think about what I talk about. Alrighty, take care now. Have yourself a fantastic day. On to the video. Hello, guys. How are you today? I hope you're all doing well. This is Risa, and I hope everything is going great in your corner. So, I had to come on to make this video. I had to. Because last night I was on Rapper Cropper's show. I called in. He was doing a live, and I called in where he was presenting a video from Mr.handsime trying to explain what was going on. And I made a couple of statements and people thought I was crazy. One person wrote, "Oh, she's crazy. There's nothing go on like that." And I simply said, pedophilias are being protected and it's going to be legalized. And they thought I was crazy. No, that ain't so. Someone else came on and confirmed it for me. But I wanted to say that, yes, pedophilias are protected. They are protected. They're human beings, they say. And, pedophilias, they are not, they claim, this is not my word. I'm just saying what the courts and the House in the States are saying, and, all these people that try to legalize things in the House. They say pedophilia is not child abuse because it is a mental issue. It's a psychological issue that they are suffering from. It's not a choice that they make. That's what they're saying. These are not my words. Please don't come at me. These are not my words. I'm just saying what they say. Because I read, and this is the thing, is people need to read more. People need to keep up with things because there are so many changes going on daily. I mean, laws are being passed and people don't know about it because what? They're not reading. They are not reading at all, and things are going over their heads and they're left in the dark. So people need to read more, need to keep up with news, need to keep up with what's going on. They're passing laws and you don't even know. And you get caught off guard and like, what? Yes. So this pedophile thing has been going on for years. They're trying to legalize it. They were trying to get it on the LGBTQ, whatever letters, but the LGBTQ said nope, they don't want any part of this. They're not adding that P to their list, so they're on their own with this. And so what it is, pedophilia, it's failure in the brain. Basically, it's failure in the brain to recognize like stimuli, because each of us have stimuli. Like for a woman, a straight woman, you'll see a guy and he's tall, handsome, what you like, and he's your stimuli. And so your need is awoken. It's the same thing for pedophilia. They see kids, young kids, pre-pubescent kids are their stimuli that turns them on. And so it is something in their brain that malfunctions and causes them to be attracted to kids. So a lot of times they can't help themselves. They honestly can't help themselves because it's a psychological issue, a mental illness. And this is what it is. We have to accept it for what it is. And these people like this needs to be away from children. They're not to have association with minor children at all. They have to stay distant and do not get in close contact with them because they can't help themselves. And I'll take what's going on now, this big craziness that's going on with Mr. Handsome. He should not be in any proximity to children at all. And having a boys choir, oh, that's, as Rapper Cropper said, That's putting a kid in a candy store. You go crazy with all the varieties. And that is the problem. No connection, no association with children. Stay away from minors, especially minors that can't make decision for themselves or on their own. So, with Mr. Handsome's case, as I was listening to both sides of the story, from flawless to handsome, and you know what it is? I think it's a lot of baggage. First thing, flawless. She knows all these things about Mr. Handsome and did not do anything. You understand? And the thing is, when you have a person that's attracted to minors, you know you got to step in. You've got to step in and say you need help. You need psychological help. And that's the only way that she should be associating with him, is to get him help. Don't let him loose out there. It's like putting a fox among a herd of sheep. Go in and kill. And that's what happened. What she's allowed. She's allowed him to go into a big camp of sheep. Let him loose. He's the fox. And you don't do anything about that. You are part of this group that knows a secret, and yet still you keep it. I blame you also, Miss Flawless, because you should have spoken up a long time ago. I remember when Mr. Vegas came out and he was talking about this, nobody believed him. Absolute no one believed him, but he hit the nail on the head. And as I said, it doesn't matter if the person is gay, straight, or bisexual. That is not the problem. The issue here is when minors are involved. That's when something needs to be done. And I think all the shenanigans that's going on back and forth between Flawless and Mr. Handsome, going back, who took money, who has this, who did that, who said that. I think this is all a smoke screen for the important issue here. The important issue is the love of minors, and that's the issue. And this boy that he's been having sex with since when he was 11 years old, what about that boy? Now he's 22 years old. He has these evidence that's floating around. All kinds of people knew this, and yet still they said nothing. These people are responsible also, and they should be held responsible. You know, you should call them out. They're part of the problem too. Because how can you have this kind of evidence against someone and you just let them walk around as if nothing, everything is all handy dandy in the community where there are all kinds of kids, minor kids walking around, floating around, and nothing? Man, you're all responsible also. Totally responsible. So all this back and forth, who has voicemail, who has this, who takes somebody's money, all of that is not important right now. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter who did what, who said what, and what is it. This is a smoke screen to cover the truth and what is at hand. So this is what we need to talk about. Is this 22-year-old boy he's mentally disturbed now, and more than likely I can bet he's gay now, because this usually happens not all the time, but most of the time when you're molested, a boy molested at a young age by a male, they eventually becomes gay because that is their first sexual experience, and that resonates in their brain. Even though it was wrong, it resonates in their brains, and they usually become gay. So I'm concerned about this 22-year-old that was bribing him for the money and saying he's got proof, he's got evidence. Well, I am not sure if there's a time limit on, anything, charges or anything. But y'all know Mr. Handsome came from the States, after being charged at level 3 child abuse or whatever it was. And he came to Jamaica. As somebody said, he's squeegee in Jamaica. and he was just allowed to just roam around children and whatever. You know, I like Mr. Handsome. I've seen his plays. I've listened to him. He's doing a marvelous work in the community. He's taking amazing care of his sister. But that does not negate from the fact that children are around him and he should not be around children right now. You understand? He has to get the help that he needs. Mental help. It's mental illness. And mental illness is on the rampage now. And it's fine. There is no shame in your game. If you're mentally ill, you need help. And that's just it. It's just like if I have a cold, I need help. I need to go to a doctor to get myself looked after. It's the same thing. You need to go get yourself looked after. So all this shenanigan that's going on, it's all entertainment. And it's just to take away from the fact. So don't put on blinders, guy. Put on blinders and keep it up. I know it's entertainment and we all like to be entertained sometimes, but we need to see the big picture here. And it's to get Mr. Handsome some help, because he is doing a great job in the community, and we don't want to take away from that. That he's doing a good job, and he probably has a good heart. I met him personally once. He was doing a birthday party of someone I knew. Not December gone, but the December before I was in Jamaica, and it was in Stony Hill. And he was a lovely gentleman. But we all have issues, and we all need to take care of our issues. And this is all I'm saying today. So y'all that was saying I was crazy to say that pedophiles were being protected and they're working on legalizing pedophilia. Yes, they are. You can go Google it. It's there. It's there for you to see. They say it is not a crime because it's not a choice that they make. It's a mental illness. Just like depression is a mental illness, anxiety is a mental illness. They say they don't have a choice. I mean, this is serious, because this is abusing children. It's raping children, abusing children, and that is completely wrong. And so this is a very sticky subject, and we can only see where it's going to lead. But all I have to say is, with pedophiles, when they're backed in a corner, the outcome is not good. It is not good. It can lead to suicide. And we don't want that for Mr. Handsome, because he's a good man and he does well. So we don't want that for him. We want to get him the help that he needs. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you watched this far, I appreciate you. Thank you. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about what's going on. Is all the shenanigans just a screen for the real problem? Or is it part of the problem? The enablers around him, because they're all enablers. So thank you again, guys. Have yourself a fantastic day. You take care of yourself and take care of someone else. Bye.